And welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we are going to take a look at the town of Washburn, Wisconsin. Located on the shore of Lake Superior's Chequamegon Bay, the population was 2,051 in the 2020 census. The city was founded in 1883 and chartered in 1904. It was named in honor of Cadwallader C. Washburn, who was the former Republican governor of the state of Wisconsin, born in 1818 and died in 1882. According to the narrative, he was a businessman, a lawyer, a U.S. congressman, governor of Wisconsin, and a Union Army general in the American Civil War. In 1844, he developed the Wisconsin Mining Company. In 1853, he built lumber mills on the Chippewa River. In 1855, he established Washburn and Woodman's Mineral Point Bank in Mineral Point, Wisconsin. In 1856, he also bought into the Minneapolis Mill Company and eventually became president. He and his brother William moved to Minneapolis and actively managed their company and basically built the entire milling district and infrastructure in Minneapolis, Minnesota. In 1866, he's back into making giant flour mills in Minneapolis. And in 1877, he teams up with John Crosby to form Washburn Crosby Company, which eventually becomes General Mills. He is buried in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and has a monument which happens to be a giant obelisk. Wow, this guy really got around the Midwest back in the day. And he ended up donating his villa to the University of Madison. And obviously, he died too soon to ever step foot in the city of Washburn. Going back to the city of Washburn, Wisconsin, I did notice, looking at the demographics, there were some inconsistencies. Even though I could find no evidence that the city ever had more than 4,000 people residing there, I have read on a few different accounts on the Washburn historical websites claiming they had up to 11,000 people as a population during the World War I era, when DuPont had moved in, opening an explosives factory. Here are a few lost buildings from Washburn's past. The following buildings exist today. This is the Washburn City Hall, built in 1893. See red brick and brownstone. This is the St. Louis Catholic Church, built in 1902, brownstone. Definitely looks old there. You can see they've modernized it since. Kind of taken that aesthetic away. Next is the Bayfield County Courthouse. Construction began in 1894 and was completed in 1896. This neoclassical building features a domed cupola, a portico with Corinthian columns, and all built out of locally quarried brownstone, featuring Corinthian columns. You can see how giant these columns are with these people standing right next to them. How would they have moved these back then? And here is the Washburn Walker High School, built from 1893 to 1898. Look at this castle. This is something else. I remember the first time I came across this picture, I was stunned. This would be up in northern Wisconsin. And this appears to be the Meehan Mercantile Company building, built in 1888. Well, that must have been something back in the day. And here we have the Washburn Carnegie Library, built in 1904 in a neoclassical style, featuring a portico with Ionic columns, built with brownstone. I was unable to find any construction information on this building. And here we have a real stunner, folks. The Washburn Historical Museum and Cultural Center, formerly the Bank of Washburn. Built in in 1889 through 1890, less than a year. Romanesque style, brownstone, accentuated by the heavy, rough-cut string course that projects over the first story. Supporting the string course of colossal stones are 16 stone columns that enclose 3 sides of the building and mark the corners, windows, and door openings. Does this official historical narrative add up to you? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.